Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Dark Souls 3. Let's see where adventure is going to be taking us next. So in our last episode, we defeated the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, and worked our way toward the Dragon Barracks. We also took out the area leading up to Osiris. We didn't fight Osiris, but we cleaned up the Consumed King's Garden to get some update materials. And onward we go. Looking good. A large Titanite as well as the Great Lance. I've actually never used a lance in any Souls game. I do wonder if they're any fun. Okay, I think we're going this way. Bone shard. A lightning urn. A lot of friends waiting for us over here. Lost our lizard. Okay, a large Titanite. Kind of a tricky area with the amount of enemies that pop up. Go. Okay, large soul. Oh, we are actually low on FP. Oh my. There we go. Okay, looking good. More large Titanite. Sniper crossbow. Drop down over here. Did we miss our item? No, we're good. I think we can reset again. Kind of have to take this section in parts as we work our way. Titanite chunk. Titanite. Standard bolt. Let's take on one at a time over here. More large Titanite. Extra sneaky. There we go. More large Titanite, and I don't think there's much over here. Soul. Raw gem. Okay, let's run our way across real quick. Let's get some space over here. Oh Lord. Can be a bit demanding over here. Black fire bombs. Good. Another Titanite chunk. Go, twinkling Titanite. Okay, let's take care of the dragon next. Oh boy. Oh Lord, that's not good. Step back. Don't want that to hit us. Actually, out. And when in doubt, take the safe approach. There we go. Titanite chunk. Large Titanite. And everything is looking much better now. Was there anything down here that we missed? Looking good. Take care of the thieves. Some Titanite scale. Broken straight sword. Pale pine resin. Nope, we got a runner. Oh. There we go. And more Titanite scale. And of course we have our gate that we have to open. Go. We should probably actually backtrack a little bit. There's a lot of items that we didn't grab over this way. Go all the way down. Is our, there we go. Ember. Oh, we didn't grab that. Find gem. Lightning urn. And we have this item over here as well. Another ember. If we go this way, then over, we should be able to grab that item. Okay, Titanite scale. Forget how much we can grab over here, actually. We gotta get in on the other side, from what I remember. We do have our friend over this way to take care of as well. space again. Here we go. Okay, large titanite. And we got some items over here as well. Titanite chunk. Titanite chunk. And more large titanite. And I think that should be it down here. More twinkling titanite, awesome. Okay, let's actually take a bone and go back to the shrine for a moment.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then taken.
Okay, we have to get more and more faith.
Farewell,
There we
Ashen
go.
One.
So you do have anything for Andre? I don't think so.
Pretty.
There we go. Okay, I think we'll be pretty close, actually. We need 41. We're not using anything from Vort. And we're not using anything from the Crystal Sage. Okay, 3,000 more to go.
Ah.
We're not using anything with Dark. Not blessing anything. We're not using the Golden Ritual Spear. And we're not using Hazel's Pick either. There we go.
Ashen One.
Welcome. Very well, then taken.
Let's get some more of that faith.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Back to the Dragon Barracks. It's actually interesting how large this area is. There's so many little like parts you have to look into. Now we don't have to worry about the dragon anymore. Much easier access. Of course, always somebody waiting to hit you. We have our friend down here now. my gosh, immediately. Just so aggressive. This is probably one of the harder ones to fight, actually. We've got the frostbite. Whew. The Ariandel rapier, which I almost did end up using in our Frost Knight playthrough series last year, but ultimately we went with the Pontiff Knight curved sword, which was super effective. Don't think there are any mimics down here, because that would be rough. Scale, and I think the main reason is to get the Spirit Tree Crush Shield, which is great for lightning. 83 against lightning, which is awesome, especially for the Nameless King, who definitely likes to deal a lot of lightning damage. Okay, we got that now. Is our friend already working his way over? I think he is. Oh. Oh, they're healing him. Awesome. Oh my god. Okay, we are gonna have to take care of that guy first, I think. Because they'll just keep on healing him. Oh my god, he got us right in the middle of our jump. This is kind of a bad spot to be in. There we go. Okay, large Titanite. Okay, looking pretty good. Large Titanite. Okay, an Ember. And that might be it over here. Okay, looking good. I don't think there's any items up there anymore. Oh yeah, Egon, you can actually bring him along for this one. Okay, rusted coin. Titanite scale. Okay, it does not work yet. Red tearstone ring. I believe this is where you get Katha's chime as well, right down here. Drop down. Oh boy. Pretty cool how you can see more of the surrounding area. Oh, is this the consumed King's Garden area? I think it might be. It is. That's really cool. Right down below, right there. That leads to Osiris. That's awesome. I've never really looked down there before. Okay, Katha's chime. We're not going to be using that, but it is very good at casting dark miracles. Now I wonder if we can just kind of roll our way through here. Already taking care of our friends. No need to continue and work our way back up and around. I think just one more area to check into before the boss fight, which we should hopefully still have time to get to by the end of this episode. We'll see how long this section takes. We might have to save Dragon Slayer armor for the next one. Sunlight metal. I believe that just takes us back down to the area right after the dancer, if I remember correctly. I don't think there are any items. I know some of these have items in them. That is locked right now. Titanite chunk. Always a tricky spot to be in. Because, let's see, is our friend gonna make his way over? Yep. There we go. Descend. Quick grab our item over here, which is the Knight's Ring. I think that grants us 5 extra points in strength. Okay, now this guy can be a little much sometimes. Go. Large Titanite. And of course the altar to the Nameless King. So awesome. The altar of sunlight. Titanite scale. Okay, well, we are actually not in a great spot to take that on right now. Let's go grab our fire from over here. Kind of show off the shortcut, I guess. And more of the interconnectivity, which is pretty good in Dark Souls 3. I don't think there are any items, but you never can be too sure. I'm always forgetting certain spots for some of these. Actually, a pretty long way down. Just go right over here. And we have our fire. Then we can get our Estus back. Go and take on the other infestation of that dragon. So I think there is another mimic with a divine tome, as well as I think the sunlight sword, which is a pretty awesome weapon. Not too bad of a shortcut for Dragon Slayer armor either. Almost seems safer than the one I usually use, which is by the Dragon Barracks. There we go, and we go over this way. Bounce our way over. A little tricky, of course. Item over here. Okay, Braille Divine Tome of Lothric. About halfway through. Of course, they are much weaker against fire, but we're not really using fire for this character. We are actually out. Go. Pretty good trade for us. Okay, Titanite chunk, Ember, and I think another Ember. Solve Crestfallen Knight. And then our last item to take care of. There we go. And the Sunlight Straight Sword, which is pretty awesome. Okay, Braille Divine Tome of Lothric. Sacred Braille Tome from Lothric filled with miracles for use by knights. Give to a storyteller to learn Lothric miracles. It is said that no paladin inside Lothric Castle could fall, owing to the divine protection they enjoyed. And of course, the sword we just picked up. The featureless longsword contains the very power of the sun. Perhaps it's a relic of one-sided adoration. Pretty good though, especially if you just do a quality build and put lightning on that as a buff. Or really any buff, really. It's pretty impressive. Okay, I think we are looking good. Got everything. Let's do one more quick run back to Firelink. And we should have time to take care of Dragon Slayer armor. Okay, 42. Should do it.
Welcome, speak. Very then taken up.
Okay, we need 12 more levels of faith to get to Doris's gnawing. And I think 5 more levels before we can use just gnaw.
Ah,
Actually, we want to buy some things. Okay, let's buy some of those.
Ashen one.
Always good to have more of those. Let's see. I think we're good. Travel. I think the dancer might actually be a better bonfire. Probably switch out our shield too, because Dragon Slayer armor can do lightning damage. There we go. A little slower, but it is definitely a little safer as well, it seems. Okay, now I forget if there's anybody else over here. Oh, you can bring Cirrus along for this. I've never done that. You know, it might be fun just because I've never done that. Let's see if she helps in this fight at all. She's not a super great help against the twin princes, but maybe this will go differently. Let's hop on in, Cirrus. god, she's getting pummeled over there. Oh my god. Get our magic weapon back on. Oh my god. Pretty good here. Okay, we got him. Great job, Cirrus. You actually do help in this one. Always the fun battle, though. Okay, Dragon Slayer armor. The Dragon Slayer armor, controlled by the Pilgrim Butterfly, lost its master long ago, but still remembers their sporting hunts. Now, could you imagine if the Moonlight Butterfly had done something like that? That would have been pretty interesting. Titanite chunk. And of course, the most fun bonfire placement in all of Dark Souls 3. Just too funny. Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap up here. As we approach a new zone, the Grand Archives. We'll quick read the description of the Dragon Slayer armor's soul items. And I don't think we'll be using either one. I think it's his shield and his axe.
Aha, Darkness.
So we have the Dragon Slayer Great Axe, thickly imbued with the power of lightning. Use skill to draw upon the techniques to slay archdragons. And then we have the shield. Melted iron shield that once formed part of the Dragon Slayer armor. The shield offers high protection to lightning, which the Dragon Slayer commanded as his own, and its skill, the faint echoes of the Dragon Slayer's own fighting style. 95 lightning damage reduction. Which is pretty awesome.
Welcome our speaker. Very well then, taken.
Okay, more faith as we get closer and closer.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That is good, wasn't he? Oh, by the way, if you find that they can without and then
I forget if anybody actually talks about Anri.
So there are two sweeping Lisbon. Oh, by the by, if they without those stars.
Nothing from that guy, Andre. Let's see if Ludleth has anything to say quick before we wrap on up.
Aha, so. Ah, most illustrious, fine kindling, and all slain. Oh, in fact.
Okay.
Treat the firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like.
Guess we'll just keep on checking to see when she shows up, or he shows up in this one. Cathedral of the Deep. Because I'm almost positive that Anri shows up here at some point. I just forget when. Like, I feel it's like by these plants. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, either way. I think in our next one we'll be getting the Crystal Chime, which is awesome. Hopefully we'll have enough faith to at least use Gnaw, because then we'll be using sorceries and miracles at the same time. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.